this, you know, back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately, the people are mostly incorrect. Can Navi prove the people wrong? Let's find out. Map 1, Inferno between Navi and NIP, two giants of the European ESL Impact scene.
Twitch chat cultured. First time for everything, isn't it? T side for NIP on Inferno. CT side for Navi. Hank has got a molly and a smoke. And they've already dropped it down. Look at all this control that Angelica, it's not even Joker, Hanka has got down Banana.
Yeah, she's got a resmoke as well. No one pushes through it initially. Look at the usual set. It's 2 HEs, 2 flashes, and 2 smokes. So what do you reckon these double nades are for?
That indicates to me that they're going to nade, like, top half wall. Or I was going to say originally it was for pit.
It could be even CT.
Oh, it could be the boost up on the half wall when you can double nade in CT. Yeah, it's going to be that, I think.
It's kind of fun. Unfortunately, Navi, they got a little bored. Got a little curious. Yeah, there's the HEs. Very nice. Ramson is going to spot out these aggressive CTs, but they're getting pinned in. There are 3 CTs coming up the Banana. Ramson will take the first life. She's looking for more. Good line for it. Gush onto D7. And off the back of a kill, off the back of a Gush, they're kind of enticed to go back and fight. Angelica and Hanka still here on the side that you have to get past. No matter which way you go, there are deadly, spiky javelins there waiting for you. And Angelica, a USP queen, shows us how it's done. Hanka looking to finish the job. Between the two of them, it's all 5.
Yeah, I tell you what, really good work by NAVI to sort of upset NIP, because look, they were getting really involved into setting up all their utility. But it's that disruption. Even though Ramson gets the first kill, the smoke missed in towards CT. It was just on top of the roof. So when NIP try and cross into the site, they can't effectively, which is why Angelica and Hanka's crossfire just remains true.
All right, 0 out of X for NIP.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been so good if they had just committed to going back as well, you know?
Yeah, honestly, that's what I thought they were going to do, because you've dinked D7, that's known info. You could just...
And he killed one.
You could just leave her at T-ramp. Yeah, if you find one more isolated kill in towards another mid play, just go away.
Well, we'll try bursting up the Banana. Easier said than done. Yeah, about, what? 24 damage inflicted by the Glocks. The Navi yet to feel the pressure, but now the guns will be on the table.
This is where NIP just have to take map control pretty diligently. They've got to make sure that they're applying just an even pressure on just both top Banana and top Brackets. You can't allow NAVI to sort of not really feel anything and then just go for pushes like they did in that pistol. You kind of forgive them on the pistol round itself. Pushing deep in towards mid was a really cool idea from NAVI. But for NIP, this is pretty direct. This is just going to be an apps pop.
D7's going to have to be the one that delivers. With Hanka, sorry, VQ falling into mini pit. It's a nice setup. Out they come, and Angelica, in fact, from behind default. Oh, it's the perfect counter setup to this exact play. Positions are plenty for Navi. Ramson, good HE, but how do you deal with VQ? You get out the drop on her. Defensive smoke actually helps out. That's actually one, I think, dribbled by Ramson forward, but Hanka gets one through the edge of the CT smoke. So Ramson has a clutch in her hands, and it would be the ace if she can convert it.
She's going to go fight. This is a really good grouping, though, from Navi. And, oh, while she will find Astra, there's that immediate trade. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that from NIP, just the setup of that round. Going for an apps pop, going for something so direct when you know that Navi have got these SMGs in play. They're going to be playing pretty close quarters angles. You're not going to be favored going into these fights. If it's rifle on rifle, I'd understand a lot more, but I guess it's the argument of I doubt they've got that much utility, but no one died for Navi, so I'm not sure.
Navi also, they just read it perfectly, right? Bringing the SMG into mini pit and then having an SMG on site itself. Like, D7 wasn't even needed, you know? And she was the one that you kind of look at in pit as being the main recipient of the pup.
Speaking of pops, we've got another one here. Over at B. Need to molly into oranges. Need to flash. Need to do something, NIP. And it's AIM that team kills Vilga. This is going from bad to worse. This is not the best start in the world for NIP. Ramsden will find one, but that's probably going to be it.
HE almost takes it down. One of these multitude of players certainly will. Oh, that's good. But Angelica flushes her out from the bottom banana. So a very nice start for Navi. 4-0. CNIP, obviously this was just the half. Competitions were low anyway, but 3 players were present for the CTs to deal with that. Now we will have an AWP out for Ramsden, who is looking pretty sharp out the gate.
Yeah, it's kind of concerning that she's on 6 kills and then everyone else is combined for 1.
Wouldn't have minded a timeout, to be honest, going into this round, just because that was such a fast 4 rounds. You just need to... Let's just... get back on the same page as we get another try at a gun round.
This is also Astra going up against their old team. Oh. Flick out of VQ. That nade, doesn't quite finish the job, but leaves Vilga basically useless in this round. Counter flash set. Naomi around the corner. Astra will deal with her. So you've got all of banana now, which means NIP left limited. They have to go in towards brackets, and they do it with contacts. D7 protects Hanka, who's playing anti. And then she follows up on another. AIM, though, comes out the balcony. That's too quick back. Vilga's able to trade. This could be a bomb plant.
Yeah, but a clutch? Surely not.
No, you'd imagine not.
Not with 5 HP. Bomb plant's good. But how can she get anything here? You gotta do something crazy.
Like this.
Thing is, Navi don't have to worry too much. They can just wait for the smoke. Make sure that Vilga doesn't do anything crazy. And honestly, Vicky just goes in first. Astra trades. Nice. Nice discipline. Maybe there's a chance. Oh, not enough bullets in the chamber. Comes so close for Vilga, but Astra able to turn on her. Nice try, a little bit more HP, and that round is hers.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the experience. I really like that. They never cleared her. She just waits until she can get a lineup. So close. And AIM does really good work coming out of balcony. Yeah, I think she ran out of bullets, you know.
Yeah, she definitely did.
Damn, that is really unlucky.
I loved Navi's setup there going for the boost on quad. This variation immediately in your defensive setup on the A side where you've been showing different setups all across. The first time they went to A, they had like a triple lean towards side itself and pit. This time you're more aggro, and NIP are playing in the dark in a lot of these rounds.
They've never been able to sort of have the stage the control for free. Brilliant flash. So that'll get Naomi an opener, something that NIP were desperately searching for. Just a 5-on-4, and they've got apps control.
Is that a Navi flash to set up the swing, but then she was just pre-fired down?
I'm not sure.
I feel like Naomi was fully dabbing on that kill. This looks good. NIP have the right read this time. 3 Navi players on B. D7 sits alone in the back of site.
It's a good contact wrap here. You can just drop the smokes. The thing is, as soon as you drop your util, D7 can just say, okay, I need help now. The thing is, they're already just suffocated out of the site. How many can D7 find here? In the corner, there's a lineup, but she can't get the second. That's the bomb site overrun. If you're Navi, you can definitely give this a look in, but I think it's probably better saving.
Yeah, VQ, $600 in the AWP. Hanka needs to be dropped. If she'd gotten that second kill, you bet your bottom dollar they're going in for it. This time Vilga has just enough HP to win that out. Yeah, always going to be a tough position from D7. Needed the multi. Is NIP out on the board?
And that should give them confidence. Just because that was the right read in the mid round, you're able to go top banana, you get the opening kill, you then fall back, you force the rotation out of Na'Vi, and then when you execute in towards A, there's no resistance at long, there's no one fighting you from pit, there's only D7 in the site. It's the right call to make. It's the correct one. Now NIP are on the board, but they need to just make sure it's in consecutive fashion. You can't afford to have one round here or there. That was a CT flash.
D7 maybe getting aggro in the apartments. Iku prowls forward with the AWP. Astra hanging out in smoke and will be punished for it. Naomi sprays her down. I think Astra was maybe trying to get in towards Tree. VQ will find this off the timing shot. Flash was good. VQ hits it.
This is a good reaction for NIP. Straight into B off the back of seeing that contact. And they're just going to go. Hanker currently overwhelmed. There was a double smoke in towards CT. There was nothing for Coffins. And Naomi can't hit the shot. Hanker gets one, backs up. It will be a retake. Oh,
and
dear.
Kiara goes down from above. Angelica spotting her above that smoke makes this even more difficult. Bomb being planted. Desperation. Vilga swings to try and find something. Ramsden 1 versus 4. Gonna try and get a kill initially. Players everywhere and D7 straight to the dome. NIP get on the board, but immediately Na'Vi fight back.
Yeah, that's the, again, just comms being cluttered there for NIP. One smoke in towards Coffins changes the outcome of that round because Hanker's not able to kill Naomi, maybe even get the second kill. Like, all of these things just are adding up off the back of that missed smoke. Sick shot out of VQ. Even set up with a flash by NIP, but it's not enough. That was the right call to make if you're the ninjas. It just, the execution was a little bit sloppy.
VQ gets an opening kill. I think she just peered down. Was she breached maybe in top mid? That's down towards ramp, but she's found that. Knowing that there shouldn't be an AWP on the board for NIP, feels that she can take that aggressive peek and is rewarded.
NIP have really been prioritizing this apartment's control. And now they've got it again. They're actually going to gamble on the fact that VQ is going to be dynamic with the sniper, but she's just hanging out at long. The ESL and Angelica have got a really good crossfire here, and VQ can provide overwatch. Feels like these mid rounds are really just sort of scrambled for NIP. It's a nice setup as well. Astra playing anti-flash.
I feel like she could be a little bit more anti.
She could be.
Not gonna matter, they wide swing and she goes down. Naomi and Kiara. Double trouble. Get the 2 kills needed. That puts it even. VQ will arrive. Gonna try and cut off Kiara as she pushes into the coffins. A bit too far extended. Aim's just gonna try and smoke it off and they'll do so successfully.
Oh.
VQ almost, it's another timing shot. A flash for Rams in the setup aim. Ollie forward makes it tricky. There's the flashbang. A second one over for the CTs. They're going to try and charge forward. They've eliminated a lot of angles here. They know aim was close, but she still finds one, and it's all onto aim. Position noted. Angelica low. VQ's just going to hold the line, but the jiggle denies. Aim runs out of bullets. Oh, and you can see the frustration. She'd played that perfectly, baits out the shot, ready to swing onto both of them, but not quite enough bullets.
This is the pressure. This really is the pressure, because now that's 2 rounds in which NIP have been in clutches and they've just run out of ammo. They're just not conscientious of it whatsoever. VQ, that's the round-winning kill, to be completely honest with you. Just making that one already a player disadvantage going into that retake. This is 7-1, and for NIP, the best of 3 that they had against Ensafina, that was the cleanest best of 3 we had in week 1. And even going into week 2, because it was 2-0, it was just sort of a very quick dismissal of Ensafina. NAVI conceded OT against Leder Cook, but they've come out the blocks here. And I think NIP, we spoke about mental. It's very clear that NIP are suffering, that there's a mental block going on here.
Navi looking a lot better than they did versus Leder Cook.
True.
And I think that's going to be the thing with this Navi. I feel like week on week, we're going to see those improvements.
Completely agree.
Because it's such a new roster, right? And the transition to the English comms, there's always going to be a period where they have to adapt. But already, very impressive start to this series.
It makes sense for NIP to go back into B. Because whenever they go in here, more often than not, they're able to take the site. It's just about holding on to it. I think for AIM, if she just remains over in apps, you let Kiara be not loud, but definitely rotating away here. You can definitely catch lurks, catch time-ins. Instead, it's Kiara in the balcony, but Angelka will deal with her. You might not be ready for AIM here, but NIP, they need to go B.
Oh, that was so cool.
They could come back A. They could come back A here.
They might, in fact, come back A with AIM's position. No, they're going to commit. Well, AIM's caught anyway. Committal has to come through at this stage. Astra could be baiting for Hanka as well. Oh, Hanka got this in the palm of her hands. VQ helps out. Hanka doubles down. That's really nicely played by everyone from Navi. I was about to praise what they did on A, and then on B, they'd have that little cool bait and switch for Astra and Hanka. Like, considering the conversation we just had about the comms, it feels like their decision-making in these little moments, the calls to do these small maneuvers is perfect. So what's cool here is that D7 flashed forward Angelka to peek into Boiler while VQ is peeking around down top mid. So you got every avenue covered.
I think what's interesting as well is it's not like you've separated up the Polish players and the Europeans. What I mean by that is, look, it's Astra and Hanka on Banana. It's D7 with VQ and Angelka on A. It's not like you've put D7, Astra over on B and like they can comm in English and then the rest can communicate in Polish, which I think is interesting.
It forces them to adapt as well. Gonna be trying to go fast into B. Hanka in the corner. Good for one, but traded immediately. Astra not able to support. Looking to try and maybe deny the bomb, which isn't quite being planted, but getting on the line. Naomi's a bit over to the right, so Astra can't do anything, and in fact, is burnt out. Pepper with bullets by AIM. The Tech 9s might be the best rounds that NIP have pulled out.
If they can hold on to it. Look at all the util VQ's got. There's 2 mollies here for this retake. Smoke goes in on the Banana. You can molly both dark and quad. This is really tough. If one molly goes into the position that they're in right now, basically game over, but time's ticking. You've got to give this a go if you want to. There's that molly. There's the swing through. Vilga and Naomi get kills apiece, and AIM reveals herself really late on. NIP just about scrape it over the line.
Yeah, I think if the molly come a little bit earlier, or if just like there'd been that multi-kill from Angelka, you could see them almost lining up for her, but AIM able to stand her ground. We'll see how that played out, because that the round was defined at this moment when Vilga swings through, actually. It's that kill to D7, I think. That really does it for them. I feel like Angelka was going to get a multi.
This is very experience again. You spoke about it out of Na'Vi early. This time D7's going for an aggressive peek in towards second mid. We'll go toe-to-toe with Kiara. Can't quite do the job, but at least it's info. And there's 4 players on A for Na'Vi.
Yeah, D7 comes out way ahead over Kiara there. So she's happy with that engagement. Now a reboost.
It's actually kind of funny because she's lost the amount of HP that Kiara's on.
That is funny. Equal exchange. I've stuck calling that boost D7 the amount of times that she's been up there. Molly under her, but from above, she's all good. Has to dodge all these flashes. Surely they clear her. Yeah, there's only so many times you can get away with that. But, oh, I say but. There is no buts, no ifs, nothing about that in this round. 4 players there, not anymore.
Great crunch. And that's all part of entry pathing because you've got the players coming in at top brackets because you've got one that's already delegated to holding the short angle. You've got Ramsden that swings out a little bit wider. But on the same line, you've also got an AK that is just holding long. Every base was covered. They had really good trades and they ignored the long players initially. And they just fought on towards short. Vilga coming out the balcony, getting that kill. Again, perfect timing for NIP. Maybe they just had a really, really slow start because they're warming up into the end of this first half now. And given the landscape of how this was looking, from 7-1 down, if they're able to make this 8-4, whilst it is still not an ideal collection on your T side of Inferno, it's looking way better than it did. That's what I mean. Just all the angles covered, and it was all in tandem. Like, there was no isolated fights given.
Yeah, 8-4 without a pistol round. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's
just
never
5-0 start, right?
Round.
4-0 start, 5-0 start?
Yeah. I think it was 5.
Not the best weapons for Navi either. So Viku's AWP has to do a lot. That HE. They are devastated in middle. Viku wants to get on the line and in fact is going to. Nice kill to Vilga.
Ah, they got stuck on each other. They knew it was coming. They got stuck on each other. And now look at Hanka. She has all of banana basically, which is why you've got that Astra rotate. They will try and fight for the control back. Get snuffed out by the molly. Viku gets baited in by Astra and her deagle, and now Hanka can just hold this by herself. She's just on the corner. She can wait patiently. She's guaranteed a kill here.
Oh, no, she's not.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it gets blown. The smoke was also like a little bit too far to the right. Still player advantage for Navi. 2 kits, util available. Viku's seen that no one is crossed either, so they don't have to worry about dark.
Need this fight on banana if you're NIP. You need to beat D7.
D7's waiting for the timing. Once the pressure comes elsewhere, she wants to try and catch Naomi off. Oh, and she will. Perfect patience from D7. Now it's AIM and Ramsden. Have to try and pull this back. They're doing a good job of it. It's all on the Ramsden. You don't envy her in this position, especially with D7, the Devastator, on the other side. That will be 9 rounds for Na'Vi. Dominance on Inferno.
Counter-terrorists win.
All the lights out, close the window, lock the door so we don't have nowhere to go. Feel the rhythm through your body, let your soul out. I won't tell nobody, yes. You feel the heat, such chemistry with your energy. It's feeling deep. Is it really you? 'Cause it's real to me. Oh, so please don't stop. Like California love lasts, go lay out in the sun, then go party in the dark like the day will like you. It's not often a stranger gets me this high. I'm in limbo, trapped inside you, and I'm not coming out. You feel the heat, such chemistry, with your energy. It's feeling me. Is it really you? 'Cause it's real to me. So please don't stop. I call your love. Let's go lay out in the sun, then go party in the dark like the day will never come. Look, I know you got a girlfriend, but she ain't here tonight. So let's drink a bottle of liquor, get up into overdrive.
NIP need to win this pistol on their map pick, otherwise it's not looking good, Brev. Double flash for Vilga. Peek into second mid. D7 lets them know that she is in fact there. But it's the rest of the roster for NAVI that progress up banana.
Okay, so D7 shows all that presence and then grabs the bomb, groups up with the rest, and they're going to hit into B. Looking like a good read. Vilga does have a kit, so hey, it's the same HEs that NAV tried. Same outcome, nothing, but bomb site obtained.
I think NAVI did that against Letter Cook last week. We've definitely seen these nades. So many players, and now VQ's just got all the info. They are scaling quickly up banana, so counterplay for NAVI is to go in towards ruins. This is the perfect call to make. Naomi on the jiggle. She will actually pluck Angelka out the sky on that jump boost. D7 needs to trade and can't do it. All the kills are being collected by NAVI until Astra on backside finds one more. They're just sticking it. Are you crazy? Or maybe not. Because it is still being stuck in this entire time. Vilga picks up the kit and NIP win a pistol.
Oh my god, I thought VQ was going to win that then. When she walks out and there's just two of them right next to each other. The first is hers, but so quick on the trade. Yeah.
Oh, I thought she got the jump
No,
one.
it's the other one. I mean,
Still impressive.
even still. Well done, NIP. Pistol round's theirs.
That was even with NAVI making the correct read as well to go in towards coffins after VQ spotted everyone in towards banana. Will be a force back immediately. Mac 10s, they're the MVP weapons. They might just apps pop them.
Give them a taste of the apps pop, but AIM is jiggling, so they're going to have to force her off first. And on timing, she's thinking, something's a little fishy here. Here comes the pop. Now she falls back. Oh, timing. Decent for her, but she loses her teammate on the site. Ramson able to step in, and AIM does deliver. Molotov, disruptive, and a second one lands. VQ scaled in, and VQ has taken two. Not to mention, we still have Hanka out towards library. Not anticipated, and she's able to activate. Actually, Astra steals that away, but Hanka deals the finishing blow. And what looked good for a moment for NIP falls apart quickly.
Yeah, they're falling apart, and let me be honest with everyone. The biggest enemy for NIP in this map has been themselves. So much indecision here. Because Ramsey gets the first kill. AIM thinks about throwing the molly for maybe like 2-3 seconds. You got to either do it instantly or you just keep your gun out. You maintain the crossfire because the second you pull out your nade, your utility, you break it. Because you can't. You can't fight with Ramsey. Pancake is 17 and 8.
Yeah, standard standard average Hanker performance. Also keep that 1.5 average. She's honestly just, I don't know what she's done, but this year, she's in something else. There's a fair few players here. 4, in fact. So a chance to see it freaky. Can it get freaky? Oh, it can get freaky. It's getting freaky. How much more freaky? Oh, pretty damn freaky. Naomi's P250. Surely no more. Yeah, headshot through the box. And aim. 1v2. Can she get her free card?
Feels unlikely. Feels like it's going to be a pretty vanilla end to the round. D7 VQ going to group up together. Like, how do you break this? It's a bait and switch. Even if you get past VQ, which you can't, you still got to do with D7. Nice dink out of aim. But that's it. NAVI ascends to 11. And NIP, they're crumbling. That was the force buy as well. So you're ecoing, you're playing for OT.
Yeah, the thing with winning the pistol is you really need to win that round after. Otherwise, you may as well have lost the pistol in terms of the net outcome. Unfortunate. You gotta force
forcing. Yeah, I mean, look, it's either you eco and you play for OT, or you just give it a stab with two of these rounds. You're basically trying to give yourself 2 chances to steal 1 away.
Yeah. Also, it alleviates, if you win this one, it alleviates the pressure a little bit. Don't have that 12 breathing down your neck. Ah. Geometry, not in the GCSEs.
This is a really good round out of NAVI. You just go straight for an A-wrap. You're extending sort of the like long-range angles you can take, and also you're just suffocating the defense out behind these smokes. You even got a follow-up one in towards Moto. This one's over, and not just this round, probably the map. 12-4. You're going to be investing similar stuff as to what you had in this one. And this is NIP's map pick.
Joker gonna make it even more painful with a double up on the hunt. It's Deagle as well. Ramsden would love to pick up a weapon, but she's not gonna be allowed it. She realizes
it's a bomb,
this.
isn't she?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the worst case of forcing into that round, is that you lost everybody. Didn't even get to save so that you could drop those weapons over and buy yourself new ones.
Really?
What?
Just the timeout coming now?
Yeah, now's the time. Guys, 8 rounds. We can do it.
Oh, this is... As obviously the NAVI shield, well, is you. The NIP shield, it has been me for 3 seasons now. And it's upsetting to watch, to be honest, because they have got so much potential. They've got so much promise. They make it close every single time. And then when it comes to these moments, these games against sort of the upper echelons of European competition, even with these changes, it's nerves. It's just, it's mental for NIP. It has to be a mental game at this point, because they've not shown what they can do here.
It's because I tweeted about it. It's my fault. I hyped it up too much. Sorry, NIP fans. But it's NAVI Nation time, baby. NAVI just chilling. They're expecting, I guess, the NIP obviously have to force into this, and it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be upgraded pistols, SMGs. You can just hold and see if an aggressive push comes.
Also, because they're a bit jumpy NIP, you expect them to waste all their util. So this is also just a really good call out of Astra, just the pace setting on this default. You're achieving just twofold. And now you can just take this top bracket control. It's just with Angelica. Single-handedly, she's taken short, she's taken long. Follow-up flashing towards Apps is just as a little bit of a fake for D7 as she repositions with her team. Angelica can start to even lurk through this smoke. Ramsden is holding for it, but the main focus is that Vilga is isolated on B.
Oh, Angelica catches Ramsden. Look, she's just about to drop a smoke long or flash for them or something, but yeah, now the execute comes immediately off that. Vilga finds a bit of respite on the edge, so she's safe in New Box, able to get one for free, but knows that she's being chased down, has to swing. The idea was there. Just couldn't quite connect it onto D7, who was waiting for it, but that's a shot with an eagle.
10 seconds.
And maybe there's a chance, yeah, time's running out, but doesn't matter. Time doesn't need to be on your side when D7 is NAVI. What a display on Inferno.
Yeah, that was dominant from start to finish. Really good game planning from NAVI. You mentioned the variations of their setups on the CT side, and it was so consistent. And NIP just did not have a chance just to build into...
Maybe in a bit. If we looked at the numbers of like who the best players in the scene are on Ancient, D7, easily top 3.
Yeah. I would absolutely say that without a doubt. I think in terms of just overall in impact as well, I think that's what you're going for. I think Rachel, and that's going to be a big miss for Lela Cook. I think Rachel definitely one of the best Ancient players, and I think Astra's really good on this map as well. Viku's already spotted out Naomi, who's tucked into the corner and towards middle. That's guaranteed knowledge now for Na'Vi, but Naomi fights her way out of it. See you later, Viku. That's the opener for NIP.
All right, 5-on-4 and a chance for a second pistol. NIP fans waiting with bated breath. Could they do it? 50% of the pistols? Would be a whole new world.
Hang on. We're not there yet.
I'm hanging.
Order in the court. Hank has got cave. They're all going B. AIM's going for a little adventure out A. And this is good because it means that NIP can set up on B. It feels like the forces will be here in time, but one of those is Kiara, who's on 2 HP.
Yeah, so she's kind of just, I don't know, cannon fodder at that stage. Timing shot through a smoke would be nice. As long as it doesn't go the other way. Allowed to go down. Nothing they can do to deny it. Ramsden has a kit, and Vilga does get that kill through the smoke. So 5-on-3 with a kit available and the lurk from AIM. Everything looks good for NIP, but AIM's going to get caught. Surely no, spots Hanker. Maybe slightly asleep at the wheel. Angelica, she's also lying in wait. Astra, oh.
Timed out.
I think they DC'd. Unlucky, but hey, whatever it takes to win a pistol.
Was it multiple of them time out? Or was it just...
seemed like all of them did because A, Angelica didn't get that kill on AIM when I felt like she was going to activate. B, Angelica never moves from behind the smoke, and we then saw Astra stuck on site. So it obviously didn't happen until I think the 3-on-5, but unfortunate.
Yeah, we'll get the tech going. We'll sort that out. Surely.
Already fixed? Oh.
No.
Yeah, it's definitely not fixed.
Timed out. This isn't
live. Yeah, but I don't know if they've been able to type in chat if all 5, because they're on boot camp, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like at
no
this
one's
point...
in the server. They must have all DC'd. Surely admins can be like, hey,
yeah, okay, good.
Admins, please. Okay, yeah. Now it's not live.
That's really unfortunate for Na'Vi. But let's talk about the good things that NIP did in that retake, even though they were kind of just, it felt like it was like a refrag sort of retake. It was Ramsden that threw this really clever smoke, and she threw it from back CT deep, like by the box, and it bounced all the way into cave over the top and created just this bloom that not only just subjects Na'Vi to not fight from cave, but also forces them into that corner where AIM can like grab that kill. So it was a really nice idea, and it was a really safe smoke they put down. At least NIP are laughing about it. Vibes seem pretty good, which is very important to have, especially after just being dismantled on your map. And if you're NAVI, they don't mind too much. You know that's a rare pistol for NIP. They got the bomb down. They can force into it if they want to. It looks like they're all back on the server. Just trying to look at the cameras and the reflections just in the back. Like, that player behind D7 is on the game. The one behind that was on the game as well. I think we're getting there. But that is unfortunate.
Yeah, I've been doing some digging, but I don't think I can operate the filters correctly. Because D7's not appearing in my filter.
Okay,
But I can tell you that this year on Ancient, the best players is Ash from Nouns, actually.
Okay.
Rachel's number 2.
Yeah.
Then Poppins. Jessica's from Nouns, so Nouns are doing something special on Ancient. Jenny R. And Naomi.
Okay. This was a force buy. And AIM removes Angelica. This is the player I want to keep my eye on the most. AIM in the corner will get traded up by Kiara. Kiara now falls all the way back and needs the help of her teammates. Bomb could go down again here.
Naomi deals a D7. So, Bomb, will it be planted? Astra not committed to it yet. And I don't know if she's going to get a chance to. They want to try and deny, but Naomi's run out of bullets. Kiara's going to swing, and yeah, no bomb down at all. Very uncomfortable for Navi.
Yeah, Kiara played that really well. Gets the kill from default and then just falls into the cave smoke. A little bit risky if anyone is there, but it pays off. Navi, full frontal assault from B ramp. Made a lot easier by AIM finding the opening kill. And then the rotates were here just in time. And no bomb is definitely going to hurt them. Good start for NIP, able to convert off the back of winning the pistol. That's the difference we've already seen out of Inferno.
Yeah, that's the important thing, converting. This was a force fight. We'll be sitting at 3-0.
No round is guaranteed.
Well, yeah, they've been known to be a few times now, though, and with much better situations than what they're working with now. So I have my doubts. Peeking into the deagles of Navi can be a dangerous hobby, but AIM making light work of them. I think it's time? No. AIM says, no, sir. This is my bomb site. You were worried about it. Do not be worried.
This is really good, like, confidence kills for AIM as well. Just shutting down B early. Very important. Haven't seen Navi just sort of go towards A at all just yet. I expected that to maybe be more of a feature piece of their play early on. Merry Christmas on the gun. We're in September.
Yeah, D7 is the 3rd highest rated of all time. I worked out the filter.
That makes more sense. Angelica kills Vilga. Where was that?
A main. Little aggressive push. Double push from NIP. And Angelica cuts her off before she can get any further in. Regress into mid, knowing that A is going to be slightly lighter defended. But Navi are expecting this aggression. Oh, VQ and Astra ready for it. Both twins hit the deck.
Oh, and the slide out. Ramsey needed to find one there. In fact, needed to probably find a little bit more. And now AIM, she's completely been avoided. And D7, I think actually... Oh, no. AIM expects Astra. Really nice kills to find. Would need to be a 1v5 ace clutch for AIM. It feels incredibly unlikely that she'll even go for this.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of money. I think her best thing to do here is to get exit kills. I think you find another kill, you've already felt like you've done a lot. But if you find 2 kills, you've done even more. And doing more is always better than doing less.
Do you ever ninja this? You got a kit.
If you had a smoke, you absolutely would ninja this. I think VQ's angle is too good, though. Oh. Oh. Now it's on.
Oh, it's not planted.
It's
Yeah.
not on. Keeping them interested. Oh, another kill? Why not? Almost. Sick 4K from A makes it expensive. I live with one. That was a 1v5.
Yeah. As a 1v5, they got put into a 1v1. Significant damage as well economically. Done by AIM. Keeps Navi honest. Forces a lot of rebuys here. Her aim has been so sharp. Guess Clue really is in the name. Yeah, look, they're on Mac 10s. D7 Astra wielding SMGs. Vilga worried about both elbow and shelf. I think she's known that she's in this position because she jumped up.
Next year, D7 was considering the molly. Doesn't throw it. Maybe they don't want to do it until they can push out? No, okay, molly goes too far. Vilga doesn't get the kill, but finds another. Same time, the aggression down ramp works out this time.
That's better timed out of NOP. Oh, and then Naomi just scoops up the rest of the players in towards mid. So Navi, they got one round back, and then NOP are just going to swap them away. BQ's turn to have a go at the 1v5. Can't get past Vilga. Important round from the captain. And the money is not in the greatest state of affairs here for Navi. I think we're going to see Tech 9s.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's interesting because it really felt like they knew that she was there. They dropped the molly forward, but don't kind of hold it.
It's interesting because where the smoke breaks on Cave and where Angelica doesn't see anything, I think maybe the communication could have been, let's just leave Shelf. Maybe she's not there because she would have reacted off the nade break-in. There could have been a swing in with the Cave player. There wasn't any of that, but I agree. With the molly especially being dropped by D7, maybe she didn't assume that Vilga would push through it. Either way, it's an important piece of the puzzle there for NIP because they've tried to go for this ramp progression a couple of times. One round they got shut down. That was a round that Navi won. But by Vilga stepping in at Shelf and being there, it just meant the timing was a lot better for NIP. This is fast.
Very fast into middle. Double smoke lands. Great blow on the smoke to allow the sight lines down. Follow-up HE is going to do so much damage. They try and force their way through. Astra does get a kill. The support is here. Kiara takes a trio. That one's all too easy against a few upgraded pistols.
Much better. Much better from the individuals at NIP that were absent on Inferno. Notably Kiara, AIM, and also Naomi, because Naomi built into things right at the tail end of Inferno, but no one from NIP could get it going in that first half. This is already a much better look for NIP. And for Navi, it's now them that are the victims of the slow start. No AWP for VQ. Economy just, they can't afford it.
That's basically an inverse of Inferno. Ramsden looking for the line. A lot of action happening towards ledge and middle. And in fact, they're going to try and crunch on. Defensive smoke deployed. That makes it a little awkward. But now you kind of know someone's probably there, surely.
Yeah, also with the flash that was thrown in from Donut. I think
There's a
Navi.
molly.
Yeah, but it's the only molly you've got in the round. So do you want to use it to guarantee someone in mid? Or do you want to use it when you execute onto the site? I think a double swing could be more appropriate, but instead it goes the other way. Not accounting for Vilga. Navi bleed out 2. And then Vilga drops the defensive smoke again. Up and over goes D7. That's a necessary trade. And now Naomi with low HP needs to try and live for as long as she can. And that lasted about a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that was all too easy for Asher to walk on. Ramson's AWP slides into CT.
No smoke for it.
No smoke at all, and a very fast push. But Ramson caught out. Angelica puts her down. It's going to have to be these mid players, but spotted. D7 deals out death. Kiara, 1v3 for her. The triple kill in the round before, but this one's slightly more tricky. Smoking Kip. Separated players, Angelica in CT, not planted for her, so you imagine she might be one to take contact early. Astra lies in wait behind the box. Kiara taps on it. There's that presence from Astra. HE4, good. Angelica misses the mark. There's a chance here for Kiara. Sticking the bomb, just going for the full defuse in the smoke. Can she get it done? No, Astra doesn't allow it, but an NT from Kiara.
Yeah, and again, even though they're not winning these rounds, NIP, look at the damage that's been done in amongst all of it. We're not going to have another rifle buy in full for NAVI. Hank will have to go onto a Galil. Angelica and D7, they can get AKs, but the utility will be compromised. So yeah, downgrades for everyone. All Galils to afford this util set. And it's NIP not allowing NAVI to get around, but they are getting one, and then normally they are answering back quite quickly. It's significant. It's not like this is one-way traffic for NAVI. They're having to work really hard for these rounds. Damn.
And just crouch peeks into Ramson, into an orb. That's A. If they want to go there, NIP have to respond quickly. So what's this bomb site? Kiara, almost the backstab. She's still going to have a great timing in Donut, but they are going to come back. Still gets the kill. Astra spotted. Kiara, what can she do? Just the one, but Naomi gets one as well.
3v3, smoke for Donut. Flash forward through the CT smoke as well. Oh, they go a little bit before it blooms, and Angelica just gets the lineup. Nearly for NIP. But they go before the utility's ready.
Yeah, they went over flashbang, and it was actually a pretty decent flashbang for anyone but Donut is the problem. And Angelica just gets that perfect line to spray down to. Commits to it. That's a real shame for NIP because it did look good when Naomi gets that kill, puts it into equal setting. They know that Donut presence is here. There's that peek from Hanka. That's just disgusting. I mean, look at that. Just commits to the spray.
Yeah, but how different that round is if they just wait an extra half a second. Because then they can guarantee that all these players for NAVI are in Donut. Doesn't make the retake any more sort of difficult. Easier, I should say. But you allow yourself progressive spacing without letting Angelica do that. Full eco for NIP, which means that NAVI have got the potential to just make this a one-round game, and you assume they will.
Information for Vilga. Yeah, expect this to be 5-4. Which is surprising when you look at the kill distribution.
True.
The frags mostly are NIP's favor. See, it is a 2-round lead at the moment. So you can add 5 more, I suppose, to NAVI tally to make it look more suitable, but... Oh,
Shadow.
There's a shadow. You can't peek it, though. It might peek you, though. Yeah. She'll take that.
Surely
She
you know
knows
the
Hank is
evidence
here.
there.
Oh my god, Vilga. AWP collected. What can she do? Oh, that's what she can do. Vilga, a one-woman wrecking machine, and both these T's are not nearby. Bomb. It's being diffused. D7 comes in and bails them out. Angelica slinks around the corner. 1 HP from D7. Vilga almost doing everything by herself. NAVI can hardly believe it.
I can't believe it either. Really well done from Vilga. She's just standing in the perfect spot where she gets info on the first, sees the shadow on both of them, gets the follow-up on Astra. What went wrong here for NIP? Oh, I guess that's sickening from D7. You just had half the Na'Vi defense ready to retake, and the other one's just not in position there on the flank. But considering that was one Deagle and all the USPs, that round gets a lot closer than you initially expect. Here comes this swing. Here comes this fight again. Hanker back turns, but kill not collected.
So much damage done, though. Hanker's 1 HP. Angelica's basically none now. Well, 100% none.
Look at Hanker. She's just walked through short.
Oh, is it going to matter? If she gets another kill, no, she's going to be spotted. Oh, my God. You believed it.
I really did.
2v4. Astra shows herself and the bomb. All of NIP are here. There was a cave party going on.
Oh, that's actually a really cool tech. Because Astra's showing the bomb at ramp, you expect that they're then going to maybe reset and move to A, where no contact has fallen in the next 15 seconds. Look at this over-rotate. Look at this lean out of NIP. And it could work. VQ hits the shot on Ramsin. In goes Naomi. They're fighting here. They're dueling in towards middle. Do you need to be doing this if you're NIP?
Health now favors Na'Vi suddenly. Naomi is Sentry. It's going to be too late. They're ahead of it. She might lose hers. No, never mind. She's the dealer. She finds both of them. Absurdity from Naomi. NIP clutching victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's it's actually absurd how they are nearly giving away that 4v2. The peek in towards mid initially is fine out of Ramsin because you're going for info. The second one, completely unnecessary by Vilga. But Naomi bails them out. Every round's a roller coaster when you're an NIP fan. This should be a 7th. This is Glocks, a Deagle, a P250. But it is donut control being taken by Hanker.
Yeah. Is this meaningful?
Maybe.
Just having fun. Here they come. You know what?
There's no util here on A at all.
If Ramson gets overwhelmed, Vilga would just swing, and then you have Naomi. So it's okay. There was no way for that to unfold separately just because of how many NIP players were around.
Yeah, they got there in time, but you definitely could see a world in which that unfolds. Nice flash for Na'Vi over sort of the entranceway of Donut, isolating Ramsin. 1-for-1 is fine, but it's Vilga with the swing out, and it's Kiara on the immediate response. Are we sure NIP picked Inferno?
Yeah, you think it might be the other way around? It's looking like it's the other way around.
It's not because of the sides, right? But
no, it's definitely not.
Fun narrative. With how much success and how much sort of respect Na'Vi got in middle off the back of that pistol round, they're just going to go for the same play.
Yeah, Vilga actually getting super aggro. Really wants this fight, but loses it, and Ramsin gets caught off. They expected more players out of main. That's where the intention was. Naomi really wants to swing, but the Molly's not allowing her, so bomb is allowed to go down. And a player advantage for Na'Vi.
They consistently just have these donut afterplants. They've got 2 smokes here, NIP. Aim's thrown her one in towards donut again. Astra now knows from the trajectory of that smoke that someone's in temple. She's just playing around default, but gets overwhelmed. This now gets really difficult for Na'Vi. They're just going to spam this, surely. It's the molly. Oh, they put a molly on it. That's perfect. And then VQ and D7 cleans up. It's Kiara that gets everyone, but I don't think there's enough time here for the defuse. So Na'Vi, behind the smoke, still finds success. They get 5 as the half ends.
Resurgence.
7 rounds.
Oh, you finished the last one.
Did I?
Yeah, because
I was just excited, Lucy. I'm sorry. It's
Oh.
not bad.
we both went into the caster like voice of like,
We did.
do. This is the game. This is the stakes. This is what's happening. And what's happening this one is it's a 1-for-1 trade in mid.
Look at AIM. AIM's just on B. So this could get a little bit complicated. Astra is holding for it. Oh. And she is able to win out that fight. That relieves a lot of pressure. And now NIP are just scaling in. Good reposition out of D7. She's going to swing off the back of this. Can she grab a kill? Oh, not quite. Runs out of bullets. VQ can't trade. There's a quick rotate in from Angelka. There's so much happening here in this pistol. NIP are doing everything to try and convert it, but all the kills are going back in favor of Na'Vi. VQ steps up when it matters most, and Na'Vi will get the pistol.
3 of 4. Wait, no, that's not right. 2 of 2. Okay, 50%'s fine. 50%'s fine. We can give them 50%. That was a chaotic pistol round.
Yeah, from us and them.
So much going on. We have this 1v1 in mid, then the disengage, then this 1v1 over on B, which completely changes, I think, the direction of the round for a moment. But the retake, great. Flustered to begin with, but they stick to the landing.
Yeah, the important thing is, as soon as Astra sort of deals with AIM, she's able to quick rotate. And Na'Vi just know, okay, well, there was a Lux smoke on B, but there's only one player that was progressing. That's now been dealt with. It has to end A. D7 can communicate all that info over as well. Then you've got the quick rotates through mid. It wasn't one-dimensional from Na'Vi. You've got the donut and the CT split. And at that point, it becomes a little bit overwhelming for NIP.
Navi's buy isn't beautiful. And if you used a lot of the utility already. Hangar drops smoke in anticipation of a walk through middle donut just based off the smokes. I don't know if that smoke is meant to land where it did in donut. I feel like the T1.
Yeah.
It's like a deep donut smoke. BQ, M4 off aggression, gets a pick, flashbang, so they can fall back. But Vilga's already in the cave. You're not ready for that. Drive-by under Angelka, forcing their way through the smoke. Astra on a swivel, gets 2. A necessary double to give Na'Vi something to work with.
There are kits. There is one on the site. Not in the pockets of these players yet. Flashbang forward, Hanker full blind. But Naomi, I don't think saw her. Is aware that this could be the possibility. Good decision making here by the twins. They just fight and they isolate these angles. And now D7 is on site, drops a molly, will pick up the kit. Could just stick it. Just here in the corner. Yeah, she's going to. Full 5 seconds. The spray, it's not good enough. D7 steals it right from under their nose.
Oh, D7. Gets perfectly played. Through the molly, the HE, which creates that little cloud of smoke as well. And she knows she's got that kit. She knows they're not going to swing long off the back of that. If they're going to do it, would have done it already. Didn't have many other options other than to stick it. Very lucky to live. Just not enough bullets in the FAMAS to be able to spray her down through it. You can see she got so low off the spray too. We'll see maybe that from... No, we see the Deagle kill at the end. So everyone dies. And you live with 2, so NIP will, of course, reinvest.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a bitter pill to swallow if you're NIP, because you feel like that conversion should have been yours, especially after the hard work on getting the kill in towards CT on Hanker. You can still put the money in a jeopardizing position. You actually come away with the better buy. It'll be interesting to see whether NIP can capitalize on this. Because the minute you reset the money, that gives you a couple of rounds buffer, which is what they desperately need here, NIP. 3 players lean B again for Na'Vi. Very passive positions in towards cave. It is a bait and switch being employed.
It's crazy how Na'Vi won all the rounds in the second half, but NIP still had the better buy.
Yeah.
They've got more CT rifles. No, same amount of CT rifles as the CTs do. Well, time smoke towards Brand. That's off that. In fact, all of the T-Smokes. I thought maybe there was going to be a second volley, but no. They're going to have to try and commit through it. Yeah, that's not going to work. You're going straight through into Viku. And Astra, she's already shown us what she can do on this side defense. Is overwhelmed after one. But Kiara's low. And Angelica, it doesn't make it easy, but she does get the kill. And that's enough. No bomb plant this time. 3 alive as well. Rifles recovered. Navi breakthrough.
Yeah, that's the counter utility. That one smoke on ramp just kills NIP and that execute, because that was all the util that they had. The double smokes out long, the molly in towards cave, like that, there's literally all they had. And then they felt like, okay, well, we need to break the smoke. When you throw that grenade and break it, it didn't fully clear everything. So you're still running through the smoke grey screen. One player gets 2 kills up close. It's more than enough for Na'Vi. At least there is utility here for NIP. And the game plan here, I think, is just to sort of fight cave, but continuously, there are 3 players here for Na'Vi. Opening kill goes away. Kiara, they're bursting through the smoke, and it will be Viku to be overwhelmed. Runs out of ammo again. A 2 versus 3 after plant needed for NIP.
4th time's the charm. They break through on B. Bomb isn't down yet. And with the smokes fading momentarily, Navi will have time to make this work. Remember, no armor on 2 of these players. AIM really is going to be the hero. And she's dealt with quickly, all alone out towards long. This suddenly looks a lot more doable for Navi, and in fact, you favor them. Smoke to ramps, they don't have to worry about that angle, though that's not where the threat is. Vilga's on default, but you can see she's just got a P250. Ramson, good dink though on the drive-by. Making it uncomfortable. Hanka has to be the one that steps up. Knows that both of them are, and Ramson just runs out. The player with the MP9, no armor, is in fact the one that saves them.
she just keeps moving. She just keeps going. Knows that Vilga needs to be bailed out on sight. Incredible work to get rid of D7. And then just the run through. You just make it so difficult for Na'Vi to have a fair fight. And the game plan, it finally breaks through. It's Kiara, 18-7, I think is the current scoreline. Having a monster game, trying to get NIP to be in close contention with Na'Vi. The struggling thing is, the difficult thing is, this is Kiara having a brilliant game. You could argue that this is Na'Vi having a little bit of a slower one, especially with 2 of their players under double digits. Is this what it takes to put down Na'Vi? You can't rely on this consistently.
And the 2 players that are having the slower start are the 2 that have been in the hottest form, especially when it comes to Ancient. Hanka with what, her 1.8 rating on Inferno?
Yeah.
D7 looking for her moment in the spotlight.
It's
Hyped
not
her
her
up.
ADR.
Yeah, that's not her ADR. We hyped her up as one of the best Ancient players in the world. She'll be needed to step up. We see, again, the same smokes thrown. The donut and red. Previously, it was Hanka that was over here trying to deal with this play. This time it's VQ, who has an MP9. Wiggles the angle. Has to fall off. So space control taken by NIP, but D7 pushed. And she's just dropped the bomb.
This is tough, though, for Na'Vi, because you're in a spot where the A players are doing the damage, but you're still scared about the B hit. This is excellent. D7 and VQ playing containment. Naomi just goes back to re-clear, but doesn't see anything. D7 is still skulking around by the square thing. And for NIP, they just got to reset into a B play. But this is completely read by Na'Vi. It's so brilliantly played by D7.
What a round from D7. Rams and aim. Can they do it? 2v5. Angelica, no room to tuck in there, but she just swings behind the fire. And this one looking like a knockout blow. Not a single player falling. And you got to give D7 all the props in the world for that round. Pushes through aggressively. Gets the isolated kill in middle. Falls back. Plays patient. And then re-aggresses for the follow-up. And VQ as well, the way she played. Her position in Donut. Slingshot, falls back, drops the flash. Makes it feel like she's fallen back into sight. And then walks back around to catch another player off guard. Three
Yeah,
players die with backs turned.
Yeah, it's really important that VQ is able just to stay there because she facilitates all of that play for D7. Masterfully done. And the thing is, you've reached breaking point now if you're NIP because you're forcing in. It doesn't feel great on the force buy, but you lose this and you keep not being able to place the bomb down and punch in the digits in. You're going to enter this cycle where it's going to be Tech 9's one round, full guns the next, but still with bits and bobs missing. Ramzin will never get on an AWP this way either.
Yeah, literally every round has been every pro team's fully buying. Kiara gets an opener. BQ caught in red room. So that's something for NIP to work with. They need to capitalize off it. NAVI are already making moves in A main.
Yeah, they've got the space again. It's just about delaying now, if you're the B defenders. The issue is, you've got no smokes. There's one flash for Angelica, but she's just on this angle. She's hoping she can see something, and she can't. And Astra's met with a deagle from Naomi. A single bullet gives NIP the bomb site, but look at this flank.
D7 trying to get the kill. Knows there's another player tucked in, so trying to drop the molly forward. Can't get either kill. Angelica did get hers, but has to disengage. NIP will tie us up again. And that's actually a really big round for them to win, because I think NAVI are going to be super broke. And if Angelica goes down, if this hunt's successful, NAVI have to eco, surely.
That's a lot more decisive out of NIP. Because Kiara gets the kill in towards mid, and they go, okay, well, we've got first stage cave control. We've got somewhat deep mid control because NAVI are not going to push in. The natural reaction they need to make is this A main play.
Oh my God,
that's unlucky. That's lucky for Angelica. But yeah, the natural play is going to be the same main one. D7 just undid you there. And you know that it's a deliberate gap that's been left open. So they just scale, they take B. It's a good reaction, and they did it in a timely manner, which is the key thing for NIP. They've been slow to sort of have the penny drop in a number of these rounds, but that one was faultless.
Okay, so saving Angelica doing all that damage and getting the AK, they can get 2 rifles around it. So again, we're never going to see that reprieve. It's always going to be these investments. VQ got a whiff of the bomb.
It's kind of weird because the continuous investment from both teams, in theory, should always favor NIP, just being on the T side.
Mm-hmm.
But from the way the game's going, it's weird because it just feels like it favors NAVI, and I can't explain why.
Well, it's because they've won most of them.
It just...
But yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though? Like, it logically shouldn't be happening, but it is.
All right, so they decide not to commit to A. They don't see any aggressive clustering from NAVI. They reset to B.
It's going to be a fake as well with Naomi dropping this smoke, so that's going to further sell the sort of contention. She even had another one dropped to her feet, and so a lot of flashes. This just affirms to NAVI, hey, it's going to be an A play. Joke's on you, it's not. And now Hanker with an MP9 and no util has got to sort of wait and bide her time in cave.
Yeah, NAVI know it's a fake, but because NIP have just walked up onto B, yeah, they've got no idea. But Hanker is able to catch that kill into aim, so it does keep the advantage for them momentarily. Kit for Astra and Angelica. Smoke as well. Vilga trying to fight forward, and speaking of similar engagement taking place at long, HE doesn't take down Astra somehow. A lot of players coming out from long, and Hanker still present in cave, keeping Vilga occupied. And Ramzan stepping up in a big way. Huge double. Vilga wins hers. Ramzan with the third, and NIP in the lead.
Yeah, give a massive shout out to Ramzan there, because not only has she just won that round for NIP, but she has stepped up massively in this second half. Was actually one of the players that was sort of dragging NIP down a little bit on Ancient. Everyone was performing well. It's taken Ramzan a while to get into it, but what a round for her to come alive as well. 4 kills in it. Surely that should be the reprieve, and it will be. Full USPs for NAVI.
Which means NIP will get to 11.
This is a cool but weird stack.
I feel like this isn't the first. I feel like I saw this stack from them last time.
I think we did, yeah.
Because I was like, oh, this is an interesting stack. So
That sounds like something you'd say.
Yeah. I'm often interested in things, it's true. I have a natural curiosity for the world.
Are they going to do the jump molly that lands on the boost? Yes.
Ooh, neato.
Owie.
Well, nice stack. Me, when I'm served pancakes.
Yeah. What toppings do you like on your pancakes?
Maple syrup.
That's it.
That's not just that, but I mean, that's like
Okay.
the goat, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, okay, so pancakes discourse is a bit weird because pancakes are very different in this country to the rest of the world, or at least
True.
where I'm from.
Yeah. Pancakes, I'll hold my hands up. Pancakes are weird here.
Yeah, the whole like lemon thin pancakes, that's not my cup of tea. I love the thick boys, you know. Give me that
Who
fluffy
doesn't?
American style pancake. That's the good stuff.
They do them here. They do like they like call them American style pancakes in the UK, but they're like
Yes.
tiny and they're like just not what you want.
Yeah, you want them fat.
Yes, ma'am. 11-9. Guns back out for Navi. Notably, no AWP. A Ramzin has got hers. Completely uncontested. Fighting towards middle. The nades are really good here for NIP. A little bit of damage on towards Hanker. D7 playing the pixel where she can spot shadows first and then fall away. But for NIP, this is going to be a faster hit, a change of pace just straight onto the site.
Yeah, and D7 has no support nearby. But she gets the first kill. That's huge. She can fall back, disengage, and wait for the team. Her getting that kill is everything. Gives them the chance here because they were out of position.
They got no nades to blow open the smokes. That's the difficult thing about this for Navi. Bomb can go down, but at least they can be here fast. Where's the flashbang? It's on Astra, so she's coming through red. She can set up a flash for CT, and maybe the donut players can pop.
Yeah, and they got smokes as well. They can drop one towards main, which is the only avenue they need to worry about because they have all the donut control. Angelica spams out one. Hanka can't get the swing. Surely Angelica is good for it. No. Feeling uncomfortable, Kiara is doing everything from backside, eventually put down after she takes two. The swing from Naomi, not quite enough. And Angelica with the kit is enough to get the round, but Naomi and Kiara almost pull it over.
Damn. How do they let that one slip? NIP. It's heroics. Absolute heroics from Angelica. That's your final timeout now being called again. If you're NIP, you've got nothing until overtime. At least you've got some money in your pocket. Naomi can drop an AK. Ramsey can buy hers with armor. Let's look at this again. Because it's just Angelica doing absolutely everything.
Whew.
I can't believe they get that over the line. It really does feel like the Twingers have done enough.
That was a scary energy from D7. I could feel the fire. That was pure. Yes, we got it. All right. What a map this has been.
This is what I expected more of Inferno. I can't
Yeah,
lie.
exactly. I'm glad we're getting it here at least. Good HU.
Yeah, great nade. Double setup in towards cave this time. Again, Navi showing variance on the defense. Asher just tucked in the corner. Angelica with the bait. Aim. Oh, playing a dangerous game. Peeking just as the smoke fades. Gonna go around the corner. Fair enough. Astra will hit the follow-up, but it's a 1-for-1.
I can't believe Aim gets that kill. What? It's ridiculous. 4-on-4. VQ's AWP looking down ramp, but that's not where the contact's gonna come. Donut Molly forces back. D7's aggressive again. That's huge. That's Naomi removed.
I like this though from NIP. They just go, okay. Oh no, they don't go okay. I thought they were going to go back to A main. I thought they were going to go, okay, D7, you're going to fall back in towards site. We can just group. We can take the space. Instead, it's Vilga lurking in a 3v4 whilst the bomb makes its way forward. Vilga needs to clear this back box, but she's being so incredibly loud. That will at least keep Hanker interested. VQ's going to start to rotate over. Vilga doesn't clear.
D7 sees no follow-up. That's going to keep VQ here, but it doesn't matter. She goes down. Astra. It needs to be Astra, and she can't get it done. Oh, it's a travesty. She had a free kill set up off VQ's death, and now it falls to D7 and Hanker. You can see the kit there in short to be collected. D7 picks that up. Hanker going first. We've seen this setup before. One tucked into the cave, peeks out first. D7 trades. Needs to find the perfect shot in the Ramson. Dink down low. Ramson just needs a single shot to get it done, and she finds it straight to the dome of D7.
Kiara again. Walking up the ramp, deals with VQ instantly. Astra tucked in at default. You think maybe she's going to get one. She'll buy enough time for the rotates to come over. No. It's Kiara that makes sure that there's no trade available, and Vilga's maneuvering. It will, in fact, be able just to delay these rotates from A to get the afterplant set up. Huge round from Kiara.
Insane from Kiara. And there's that aim fight again. She might have just done it right there. NIP. Asleep on Inferno, but
hang on.
to be awake. I'm getting ahead of myself. The sleep paralysis demons still present. With Hanker falling, it falls to Angelica and Viku, who is on a very fast flank, mind you. But they're aware. They're aware. There's just no way. There's no way Viku can do this. Oh my god, she's got one. If she can find Ramson, maybe this isn't done yet. The Dink, 1 HP. A single point. And it's not going to matter. Angelica, yeah, she can get this kill onto Ramson. She doesn't have the time to walk. She needs to get the kills. She's got no time.
Yeah, no care.
Naomi can win this. Yeah, she's out. It's done. We are going to a map 3. Kill her all you want. It's NIP taking Ancient.
Yeah, NIP played a blinder of Ancient. And hey, guess what? It all started because they were able to start strong. It was 5-0. Na'Vi worked their way back in. And then it was just the 4 spies after 4 spies. This NIP just containing that economy. How many times was VQ on the AWP in that second half? Once. NIP looked incredibly dominant. And that was Na'Vi forward a lot more, but I think the way that NIP set up structurally, it's a lot more for AIM to kind of play passive, be that big site anchor on A, and the rest of their legwork comes through mid and B. I wonder how much NIP are going to change their game plan here, because Na'Vi, they're coming in with a point to prove.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where D7 slots into the T side for Na'Vi. Hanker and Angelica do a lot of work on the 2 extremities. Anchor, probably the best A anchor at the minute.
Hanker the anchor.
And she will get tested. That's for certain. You can see NIP gathered at the rugs. I'm going to go straight into A main. Smoke to camera. Anchor, jiggling, and it's a fake out. But Hanker knows.
This setup's so strong for Na'Vi having 3 players in towards mid. Oh, because you've got the quick rotates. VQ gets decimated, but you still got Angelica on the follow-up. D7 now holding down the line at B, waiting for her teammates to get into position. And Angelica is going all the way around B main. It looks like Kiara's covering.
Yeah, no kit. is going to be a big issue here. And Angelica still manages to get one. I'm not sure how she got one there. That seems outrageous, but time's going to be of the essence for Na'Vi. They have to deal with Vilga and these Dark players. Three of them in Dark. And that's going to be impossible, surely. D7, no chance now. What can you do? Absolutely nothing. NIP win the pistol, and to be honest, I'm kind of shocked because I felt that Navi had the exact read and knew what was going to happen, but without a kit in the retake and losing that player in mid, they just weren't able to get it going.
Kid, just say that one more time. Just one more time.
NIP won the pistol.
One more.
NIP won the pistol, Brandon, which means in this series they have won the majority of the pistols until the second half, in which case, well, at the bare minimum, they've won 50% of the pistols.
Absolute cinema. Great afterplant as well, because you've got Kiara and Vilga instantly worrying about the flank. And I think because VQ overextended in towards mid, you maybe anticipate a second player there, but it's good heads-up awareness. And then 3 players in towards Dark as well. The only way that really gets unsettling is if Na'Vi had a molly, for example. The last thing you're going to expect on a pistol round as well is a molly to be brought into it for Na'Vi. Maybe a smoke could have unsettled things, but that wasn't relevant. That didn't happen. And I really like as well, the really small detail was that Vilga, as soon as she got the kill on Angelica, she was the one taking contact first out of B main. And the Dark players, they didn't announce their setup until they had to, until Na'Vi went investigating. And VQ just got knifed by a teammate.
Yeah, not going to matter too much in this round, but maybe don't do that one in future rounds. Oh, no. Well, now we know the culprit.
as well.
Everyone knows. Her shame in the scoreboard. Vilga?
How?
She gets another. Then Vilga's officially the GOAT.
Our aim's just come through A. Easy does it for NIP. It was just pistols. It was just USPs. There was no investment there, bar the P250 out of Angelica. So Na'Vi will have guns, somewhat future-proof for NIP with 3 rifles. And Vilga makes a lot of money to potentially drop an AWP. But interestingly enough, is that we've seen Ramzin not just buy armor and sort of play for the AWP early. That was classic Ramzin, maybe like a couple of months ago. But maybe against Na'Vi, she thinks it might be better place just to put forward another gun. 3 MAC-10 kills from aim. They'll play this one as a bonus, and the next round they can get out the AWP.
Okay. Tacky. Just if you're getting excited about the first gun round, you just have to temper it for a moment. I'm a little concerned about the lack of head armor on 3 to 4 players, given that there are 2 Galils and 2 MAC-10s in play. And they are very aware there are 2 MAC-10s in play. I don't think a HE is worth it. That's my take. All right? I wouldn't buy a HE in this situation. I would just buy the head armor. For VQ with smoke, I can kind of... There's some validity to that. Smoke's always worth it.
This is nice. Just immediately getting aggressive. But for Na'Vi, pace change that they have to try and contend with. D7 will lap it up. Gold was up 2 kills immediately. That was 1 rifle. Oh, 1 MAC-10. And then Naomi and Ramzin find kills instantaneously back on the site. You know that's going to get rotations over. NIP can slow down.
D7's just lucky she had head armor. Like, legitimately. She got dinked. So the HE's able to finish her off, but she gets a double because she stays alive. Now you got a 3-on-3, which no longer favors Na'Vi.
This is really nice as well because you've just kept the rifles waiting to see if there's going to be an aggressive push out of Na'Vi, whilst AIM can go and get recon with the SMG. She can also fake out A.
Yeah, she's going to do a fake, but Hanker being so far forward... Again, she'll get the info pretty quickly that there's no follow-through on this, so the 2 over on B don't need a move. long as they're patient, and Hanka moves forward and gets the kill as well. So that's perfectly played from Hanka. That should be enough to set them up.
Oh.
Angelica baited. Naomi, not ready for a second play of that. And it's got to be Ramsden. You spoke about her being the player to step up. Well, 1v2 would be a devastating way for NAVI to lose this. With smoke forward. Trying to see if it'll bait them through. She's just going to stick the plant, so it has to be the retake. No kit either.
You know the Hanka was A main, so you can assume they're going to group together for the retake. This is really good heads-up play for Ramsey. She can get to B main. The bomb's not planted for her, but it is an off angle. I actually really like this reposition.
Got smokes, so they can block off an angle, but yeah, you're never expecting Ramsden in main. Flash over the top. Angelica running out of time to go for it. Onto the bomb she goes. 10 seconds? Really? In the smoke? That's audacious. It's never going to work. Ramsden, 1 versus 2. Navi's first gun round does not go the way they hoped.
And that was a 3v5 from NIP. Because D7 got the opening 2 kills. And that was also a bonus from NIP. So now Ramsden's on the AWP. Really important that these players start clutching up for NIP. Bring them forward in the moments that matter. The reposition is everything. And because it's the first gun round, you're going to go without luxuries. And a kit was definitely one of them. This is cool. Just drop the nades.
Mostly dodge, though. However, you're like, I'm a little sus on the smoke. Molly behind it. No one's creeping around.
Good mid control in the meantime as well from NIP.
They managed to get a lot of space. However, this could get a little hairy. Anka is below. She spots the barrel, surely. She's so honed in, almost shoots her teammate. That's the bomb. That's the bomb, and weapons be picked up. Hanka doing it again. Yeah, you've got A, but you've lost the second half of your split, and it was the most important part.
You got to clear this corner. You have to clear this corner thoroughly.
They're going to.
Are they?
That's... Okay, so that's allowed in the walkout. Oh, it didn't land well. Yeah, Viku's behind it. Kiara does get one over the top. That's that AWP removed. But Viku's picked up an AK. She's repositioned. And the smoke makes it so uncomfortable. Think of the time that's being lost here. D7 slid into the side. Yes, you do deal with Viku, but you still got to jump up and get the bomb. And Hanka's up here. Oh, Hanka delivers a haymaker. 4 from her. And Navi win the most unlikely of rounds.
The most common reaction is to push A main in that situation. And all NIP needed to do was just wait. And they were trying out at Rugs. But Hanka takes full advantage of it. That is a monstrous round to win if you're Na'Vi. Look at the money for NIP. Despite winning 3 rounds in a row, despite having bomb plants in all of them bar 1. They're working with their last legs. You're scraping the bottom of the barrel for some of these players. That is exceptional from Hanka.
Yeah, she's not happy with how Ancient played out. Look what it's done. Because of the 1v2 that Ramsden won, the money's not great despite the 3-0 start. So Navi win this and we're looking at a tight game, quite possibly. But Narumi's one of the Deagle players, and we know that her sidearm has a 6 spin to it.
Yeah, mid's the right call here as well, because you've been able to get mid for free in so many of these rounds. Deep temple smoke thrown by the Rugs player. Astra just drops a defensive set of util, but NIP are ahead of it. They're just going to split in towards A quite fast. Astra will get here in time, but how's the opening kills for NIP? Absent, but the bomb goes down. It's a retake.
Yeah, it's a full retake. Hanka fell back to storage. That smoke does nothing, though. They would have loved that to go a lot shallower, because Navi can just ignore it. which is all well and good for them because they have 4 players that need to come out from this position. One's been spotted. Ramsden not fully cleared. Oh, and they can't get past. Naomi's Eagle does find purchase. They know Hank is here. Double up coming through the camera. Naomi throws out a warning shot. Hanka hits hers. D7 flies through Naomi. Flies into the air and to her death. Vilga and Aim need to step up. Spotted at the pillar. Aim gets 1, but Vilga brought down low. Nice tap. Run down by Angelica.
No
and
kit.
she doesn't have enough time. There's no kit. There's no kit. Aim, I think, got the kill onto the diffuser and won the round.
And she dies. Nothing saved, which means nothing gained for Na'Vi. Again, look, Hanka's got so much money, but you're on a triple loss. You can buy into this. You can drop weapons, but that's NIP getting a crucial round, stopping momentum as well for Na'Vi.
Yeah, I think D7 was getting onto the bomb. I don't know.
I think so. I think you're right. I think it was Aim that denied.
Brutal. But a massive round for NIP.
I was going to say, this is a really big round for NIP to sort of read the economy. Like, you expect, look, Na'Vi won that 5-7 round. That means they just got all their guns, which means they saved like the majority of their money. You then knock them back on a half buy of your own. You have to expect there's weaponry here. You can't just play this like any other pistol. And it's mid-control again. This has been the one staple that NIP have been implementing just all half long.
Thank you. Smoked off. But it's going to stick around. I'm going to keep an eye on this. B very lightly defended as a result. It's just Angelica. That smoke's going to keep both of these players here. Rotation's going to have to come quickly. Angelica needs the help. She's all alone on the site, calling in this utility. A push out through A main will be spotted, but at long range, it's the MP9 that wins. And NIP still haven't committed, so there's been enough time for Na'Vi to rotate.
Yeah, this is NIP making the right read on the situation, but the timing is just not there. Viku finds another one, and suddenly everyone from Na'Vi is here in the fight. It's the right idea for NIP. The mid-control they've been so successful in getting, they throw it in as a fake. They want to go in towards B, but they take way too long. It takes so long to execute into that site. And by that point, Na'Vi, they can re-clear mid, then go over towards B. Asher getting that kill out A main. You see Aim on the stairs, you know it's a B hit.
It's a real shame for NIP because the rig was right. It was just too slow. Now they have to force. And, you know what's been working? The A-bomb site. So they're going to give that a go. Sandra to slow them down initially. Oh, that HE is beautiful. Follow through as well. They've been devastated before they even get in. Flashbang good. Hanka.
Really?
I don't think she even realized she got the second kill. That was just a pure flick back. A stray bullet. Slings in for a third, but she's put on notice. Bomb to be planted. So that's a win at the very least, but no casualties. So Na'Vi will still be happy.
That's actually a really important round for Na'Vi to win flawlessly. Because even with the bomb plant, that was a forced investment for NIP. This now has to be an eco. This is the equalization. And this gives you a chance. Look at the money already building up for Na'Vi. And now they can keep going.
Come on.
Where even was that second kill?
I honestly think it was as she's falling back, she just doesn't stop shooting, and that bullet just goes astray onto the pillar player. It wouldn't change the round, just because she had like 5 HP anyway, but hey, it looked cool.
It did.
All right, Na'Vi, chance for a clean equalizer. That's what they're looking for. Don't want to overextend to the Deagles, though.
The evolution for NIP, just in the rest of this first half, is to try and exploit this control that Kiara's trying to fight with Angelica, dark. Because you've prioritized mid so much, you think that when Viku will... Oh, ouch. You think when Viku will eventually get an AWP out, she'll probably start over towards middle. There'll be at least 2 or 3 players just invested in it. I'm only talking over this one because D7's on B, anchoring it down. There's only one end result. Is there any more for Kiara? A second? An AK is a bit of a treat. Can she get past Viku? She can.
Oh my God.
Kiara making this a conversation. Knows that Hanka's at the pillar, but Hanka gets by her. But that's expensive. Really expensive.
I was just thinking, wow, this is a great angle from Viku. Like, that's guaranteed the kill, particularly on a player with no armor. Holy. Nice shots from Kiara. Considering all they brought in was deagles. 3 kills. Yeah, not bad at all. Can't believe that.
Yeah, I think Dark is the next progressive step now for NIP. There's Viku on the AWP in mid. That is just faster A main. Look at aim. That molly's not going to spread to Viku.
Yeah, she's found a little pocket that she can just chill in. Aim is very far forward. I feel like when you got such a good position, A feels so tempting at this stage. You also have to worry, you know, if I've gotten this space, what does that mean? Does that mean that they have something elsewhere?
I think because Viku was never pushed off this angle, she can just remain in middle for the entire round. And it means you can flex a rifler. That smoke is a little bit wayward from Na'Vi.
Yeah, that is a CT smoke. It's an odd one. Still going to have the desired effect. Viku rotates to A, which will be the right call. This might be another classic NIP fake out.
Yeah, I think they're going B. I think they're going to go through Dark. It's what this whole round has felt like it's been lining up towards. They need to rely on these B main players killing on rotates. I think they're just waiting for that smoke to fade at B main. Yeah, and now the util gets thrown.
Aim commits, but you see no follow through, so you don't need to budge just yet. You've got a freebie. Keep the players rooted, no need to move, and they don't. Angelica, though, forced to move, but D7 steps in, doing further damage to 2. They have to fight forward into her. Vilka does, but it's costly. And Viku slides in. Oh, the double up from Viku. Doesn't need a CM to pin them down. That's why she is one of the most fearsome AWPs around.
Ridiculous. And yeah, did you need to throw aim into that? Did you need to put so much eggs just sort of like in the fake basket? I felt like it would have been better if NIP did have control of Dark before they went into it. That was nearly good. That was nearly perfect. Except again, it's just these little timings just feel slightly off for NIP. No bomb plant means we're back to Tech 9s again.
Oh, Viku, it's a free leg off and needs to be careful because they are getting close. Flames go forward. Angelica, there we go. The 2 of them step up. Another molly. Yeah, aim not happy with that one. And Angelica finds her a bit of safety. And she hears them in middle as well. So Astra, fully aware they're on their way through. Let's jump over from Rams, and that's the Glock. But Hank is still here. So you don't expect much more. Bomb plant. Okay, that's a win. Kiara. 2 kills on bomb plant. It'll do.
It will do, but when you add the context that this was 4-1 for NIP, and now Na'Vi have won 5 rounds in a row, yeah, I'm not surprised that the timeout's been called. Hanka, resurgence. Everyone ablaze here for Na'Vi. And it's good to see Viku being prolific on the AWP as always.
Yeah, time for a timeout. We finally get Rams and Zor. I feel like we haven't seen it at all. So Viku's had free reign with Sniper, and he talked about that head-to-head being very influential. This is finally a round where both teams have everything.
Anchor on 120 ADR, by the way.
Yeah. Just Hanker things. Ancient a blip on the radar.
It's going to be just another test for B, and I think it's really interesting that NIP think they can sort of get the most leverage here.
You gotta get past D7. That's danger.
Oh,
How do you do
they have. Angelica, though. They're just going to ignore her?
I guess so, yeah. Smoke just to block her out. It's gonna be a double up in Dark. And Angelica takes the double up from Dark. Makes it a third. You cannot just ignore her. She demands to be seen. And Ramsin, she's not seeing anything further in this round. She's holding W out of there. They found the way in, but not the way out.
Oh, yeah, Ramsin might just... Oh, it's fine. Yeah, she's even like, okay, we got out. I really don't understand that. Did they smoke her off, or was that a CT smoke? Did she put that one down? That was a T smoke. If you're doing that, so I think D7 had a really good reaction here by dropping the smoke. I think it dribbled a little bit further forward than she would have liked, but I think that prevents the progression. I think NIP were doing the like Eternal Fire strat where they tried to get like in towards CT spawn, but it didn't quite work. I think that was the game plan. I could be wrong, but. These are not the meta mollies that spread all the way. That flashbang is ridiculously good, but Kiara's better. Double decapitation in middle. NIP, take the edge.
Finally a breakthrough, and it's in middle where they've found the success time again. Hanka feeling the pressure from every angle, but Wookie alleviated by D7. Doesn't matter. Naomi takes off Hanka. 2v4 in the last round of the half, made into a 2v3. And it is Angelica in D7, so never count them out, but you feel that Kiara's position here should be able to deal with Angelica. Even calls over her sister to help. Two twins should be enough to deal with one Angelica. They are. Ramsin finds D7 and NIP find 5.
From 4-1 down, NAVI end the half with 7 rounds on CT side. That is an excellent haul, especially on Anubis. Now for NIP, it's back to potentially having a strong start here. It all begins with the fated round for NIP, the pistol.
Yeah, if they win this pistol, then... Oh, what the hell is this? They're really getting desperate for pistol wins. What a setup. It's crazy. Ramson ready with defensive smoke. Okay, then they start to push. I kind of like it. Rounds in, smoke goes down, dualies go blam, 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 and Kiara gets killed C7. AIM gets hers. Finally, Astra answers back. It's between her and Hank up. Find a way to make this work. Rams in, lets them know where she is. Doesn't matter. Hanka overwhelmed. Astra can't get it done. And NIP taking the majority of the pistols.
Yeah, that forfeit thing better. Looks like it paid off. Important round for NIP. I really like the pacing on that. They deal with the lurk out A as 3. Then they just move together just as a pack. But it is really on Ramsin and Kiara, like that defensive setup, netting 2 kills, and they live for that amount of time is essential. It's really essential. Enough for Na'Vi. No bomb plant. They're just going to take the eco, as often they do when they lose the pistol. So NIP can equalize.
They can. And should. One deagle. 3 players on A. Everything looks good. Smoke deployed as well. VQ to her death. Well, that's got interesting. D7's ran all the way through spawn. Gets the FAMAS, but Kiara slips in to try and alleviate the pressure, and she will. Very clean with the FAMAS. One of the fewable kills you will ever see with that gun.
Put it on burst fire. Just for fun. Yeah, I like the idea here. It's just like VQ's just sent literally to her death, but that's to allow space to try and get into spawn. Can't believe D7 wins out on Vilga. She's got no armor Glock. But nice out of Kiara. Weapon recovered as well. The MP9 did turn into a FAMAS, and they've gained another one. Well, that's fun.
It's fun, and Kiara gets aggressive. Look, fun of her own. Finds it.
Here's a reaction, though. Na'Vi are just going straight into A. AIM needs to hold on. Tries to juggle with utility. We'll put it down to act as a little gateway for her to potentially escape. But VQ finds Naomi in the meantime. AIM completely alone and isolated, being barraged by bullets through the smoke. But it's actually her that comes out on top. Finds one more frag. VQ spotted, surely spotted. AIM collects another kill, anchoring down A with precision.
Yeah, I mean, that was good from AIM, but I just felt like that was terrible from Na'Vi.
Agreed.
Like, what the hell's Hanka doing?
Is she timed out? Or no?
She put her entire clip into that, trying to force a fight. I thought she was going to get follow-up swings from her teammates, but... Okay, maybe there's... Yeah, it looks like there's an issue. Maybe VQ DC'd.
Yeah.
Okay. That would explain why that was so bad. Because I think Hanka was relying on her teammates coming through. Hanka might have even DC'd there. I'm not even sure. Yeah, this looks like the same problem that happened earlier. So
I think every tech pause has been Na'Vi's. I think something's just not going right at the boot camp. Like
I'm going to now give them the benefit of the doubt and say that wasn't terrible from Na'Vi, but it was unlucky.
It was still great from AIM.
Yes, absolutely. She played it well.
Yeah, there's one of them DCing. Yeah, it was Hanka. In fact, there's a lot of them DCing.
Yeah, I think it happens to all of them at once. You can see they're just not moving. Olga.
Probably for the best, really.
Yeah. Let's just let him have it.
You can't replay the round on that instance because damage was taken. Damage was done, which means the round was live. This is really unfortunate for Na'Vi.
I guess the saving grace is you to keep 2 AKs alive, so that's something. Obviously, the money's going to be all over the place now, so it's a really unfortunate round for that to happen on, like, of all rounds.
I don't know if we can production. I know we're going to go through cameras, but it'd be good to kind of get a replay of that if we had it from, like, Aim's POV, just to kind of see if we can maybe dissect it and break it down. But for the moment, we're going to flick through. We're going to go back to camera watch with this. From what you've seen so far, Lucy, I know tech issues aside, but this has been a really even contest between these two teams on the second map and now the last map. Inferno,
yeah, it's looking a lot more like we expected, right?
Yeah, do you think Inferno was like a blip on the radar for NIP from like all the mistakes that we kind of pointed out afterwards? Do you think that was just kind of them getting in their own heads a little bit? Or was that NAVI just playing like out of their minds?
I think that's NAVI coming in on boot camp and just having like a sick energy, right? They've hyped each other up coming into the match. They're all together. They've probably been doing stuff all day together and they've been looking forward to this match all day, right? And they come in, they just hit the ground running. I think that's the main thing there. Oh God, we're swapping Ethernet cables. That's
I think it's got to be an internet issue.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think they just come in with a great energy. And so, you know, that's just a big boon for them. But NIP woke up. It just took too long. They just took a fair few minutes to get online. But they got online. That's the important thing. And they're in the lead. So, well, tied up.
I thought you said annoyed, and I was going to say, well, I suppose so. Like, I imagine NAVI must be feeling pretty like aggrieved by this, because it's such a damning thing to happen. It's out of their control. It's something they can do about it, but it continuously just pauses momentum. It continuously just makes you feel just like, oh, like come on, like really. Like, that was a really important round. That was the first gun round. You got to put that into perspective. First gun round for NAVI. And it goes in favor of NIP. It kind of felt like it was anyway. But it's just, it's tough. It really is difficult in that situation.
Yeah, I hope this is something that, I guess it helps them all being together in that, you know, they have a bit of team camaraderie as they have to fix their issues.
Are they putting it in the bin?
Yeah, it looks like that's going into a bin. They've just plugged the Ethernet into the bin. What? That's not...
I think they're using it as like a clamp for some reason. Oh God, what's going on?
Good God. They got the new modem out.
Okay, it's definitely an internet issue.
Well, okay. New modem. I mean, it's not affecting all of them because they've still got the feed, you know? So that's good. But they're not loving life yet.
God, it's worse because we're literally like a fly on the wall. Just
yeah,
watching
while
them,
we're
like,
watching them try to fix their tech issues.
Damn, this is... How many NAVI Javelins does it take to fix the internet? Well,
5 minimum. Let's talk about the season ahead with this group. Let's talk in more detail of this group. We have 3 spots, so 3 teams go through, 3 don't. Looking at these matches, are there any... What matches do you think are going to be closer than anticipated?
Spirit NAVI.
Okay.
I think that will be closer. I think Spirit will warm up into things. Spirit looked really good, despite Anubis. I think Let Her Cook NIP will be an interesting one.
For sure. Especially Let Her Cook after the Inferno vs NAVI, and then seeing how NAVI quickly dispatched of NIP on Inferno and thinking, okay, that's winnable.
What else is there? Over in Group A, I'm excited to see HSG just play more, just in general. I think
HSG Bigger Keeper is going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, because that's revenge, right? Because HSG beat Bigger Keeper. last season at the finals.
That would be, yeah, some redemption. And I think also the winner of that probably then feels like they've got a good shot of getting through to at least top 3. Which teams do you think can beat Imperial in like a good day, on an upset day?
The bigger keeper can.
Okay.
If Dreamcatchers, no disrespect to Dreamcatchers, I actually think they're a really good team, but the fact that it goes triple OT in map 1, sure, it's map 1 of the new season for Imperial, I think that would give a lot of strength over to bigger keeper. I know it's a big loss for Kiosa, kind of having to step down just temporarily. Not sure for how long, but Letty coming in is a really good addition to that team. I think that out of all of the changes that you could have made for bigger keeper, like you were kind of forced into making that one, and Letty is a really dependable pair of hands, and I think that she'll offer a lot of like secondary voice in that team as well, and I think sometimes that could be a little bit of a problem potentially for bigger keeper. I feel like once Giuliano runs out of ideas sometimes, or is getting a little bit stuck on what to do, like Letty could be there supporting. So I really like that idea of it. Do I think HSG can beat Imperial? No, not really. I think they could go 3 maps, but I don't think that would happen.
Yeah.
The top 3 I think is pretty set in Group B. In Group A,
there's more questions.
Group A, there's more questions. I think it's actually like Imperial bigger keeper, definitely. And then that 3rd spot is got to be one of Dreamcatchers and HSG. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I would put it between the 2 as well. I mean, Permitter showed a great showing against Crescent, but they've already lost to HSG. So if Dreamcatchers beat Permitter, I think that really puts them in good steading for a top 3. I think Group B, there's definitely something to be said about Leto Cook. I know weren't able to get it over first NAVI, but that first map was so close.
Are you also saying this because Melee pulled you out?
Yeah. I'll be straight up. I don't think this Leto Cook's as good as Leto Cook from last season.
Agreed.
I think Hakomi's a good addition, but I think losing Rachel hurts so much for that team. And obviously Astra was a lot of experience to lose to. I don't know if Iveri brings enough to the table to lift them up to get top 3. Be cool to see it. I think it would speak well to that core if they could do it again with the different pieces around them. On some level, it feels like that was a moment in time, though. But I hope I'm wrong. And I hope we do see them provide upsets, because I think they could do it. They can definitely beat Astralis Spirit Nets. I think that's possible.
I can definitely see it. I wonder what the future is going to hold. What I know is in the immediate future, we would hopefully resolve this tech issue. But right here in the present, it is taking a little bit longer than expected. So guys, we're going to throw you to a break. We're going to put some music on. When we come back, we will continue Anubis and see which one of NIP and NAVI will come out on top.
Everybody's got a ghost floating through the walls, no matter where we go. We're all strong, but we're all scared. Haunted houses in our heads, 'cause everybody's got a ghost. Everybody's got a demon. We're all smiling, but inside we're screaming. We all laugh, but we're all sad. God only answers when he's mad. So run to the river where there ain't no stream. Pretend if the water flows. Find your voice, let it sing. A choir of singers, a broken away.
till the spirit moves us. Would you fall and states after the crash? We ain't good, but this ain't bad. So run to the river where there ain't no stream. Pretend that the water flows. Find a voice, let it sing. While we sing loud, the broken wings. Ain't no angels, just a bunch of thieves trying to steal some love so we can sing. Can't you hear the song of the down and out singing all night long? Oh, my Lord. Can't you hear the sound of the people dancing as the rain comes down? Oh, my Lord. Can't you hear the beat of the broken chains falling out our feet? Oh, my Lord. Can't you hear the song rising, rising, rising? Can't you hear the song of the down and out singing all night long? Oh, my Lord. Can't you hear the sound of the people dancing as the rain comes down? Oh, my Lord. Can't you hear the beat of the broken chains falling at our feet? Oh, my Lord. Can't you hear the song rising, rising? Find a voice, let it sing. A choir of singers, the broken wings. Ain't no angels, just a bunch of thieves trying to steal some love so we can sing. Find a voice, let it sing. A choir of singers, the broken wings. Ain't no angels, just a bunch of thieves trying to steal some love so we can sing. I found belief inside me shaking, and I felt my body almost breaking. Adversity ain't gonna get me. I'm gonna stand up. I'm taking the lead. When the darkness comes, the day is fading. I will rise up, and I will stand up, just like the sunrise from out of the night. I'll break through the dark sky and into the light, and I will rise up. In the face of fear, I keep on moving. Tomorrow we will rise.
Okay, looks like we're all back, guys. We got the virtual fist bumps from NIP. We got the clock ticking down. We have Navi in the server. It's as anticipated. Money not good. Angelica lived. So at the very least, they have that one AK, but the buy around it, not pretty.
Back to A, looking to make amends on potentially what should have been for them in the previous. Aim drops defensive utility. Nade follows up, upsets Angelica. Aim on the spray. Gets basically 2 kills. Naomi steps in and lines them up as well. Finishes the job. And while she does get overrun, the bomb site completely reinforced by the rest of NIP.
Yeah, and unluckily the bomb is forward. They do throw utility into it, try and get it back, but yeah, it's not going to be easy. Vilga doesn't want to allow them to pick up the package. VQ throws that Molotov up onto Fountain though. That's going to be incredibly disruptive. So there is a way for them to recover this round. But not having the C4 makes it a lot harder.
I think the idea is to go back in towards mid, fight from camera. But the issue is you've got deeply nestled members of NIP just in this site. Ramzin's on a killer off angle. You've also got the swing out of heaven for Kiara. And you've got Vilga that can even take second contact here. All signs point to NIP just taking this one. And Ramsey doesn't even need to commit. She can just fall back, drop the incendiary. There's no way in here for Navi.
She's got a smoke as well, so it isn't actually going to go to camera. So maybe there is a slight way through, but getting past this many members with such a little time, not going to happen. Get past one, but you can't get past the others. So Navi forced to force, and it does not work out for them. Well, Spanish at least is building up, but NIP now with a 2-round lead. Navi won't be fully investing into this one.
Yeah, if they maybe got one more kill, you could actually make an argument for it. I think you can make an argument for it anyway, to be honest. But no, Astra, Hero, Galil. The thing is, by doing this, is that you guarantee VQs on an AWP. And that feels like that's the win condition right now for Navi.
Yeah, they want the AWP power, they want the util. So they give it a go with the Tech 9s. Just a spread. Good control on A. Oh. That's okay, doesn't hurt her.
I think with the control you've got at B main, where D7 is just on the corner, going in towards Dark, trying to split B, just makes the most sense here. Kiara can drop a smoke, and we'll do it in a timely manner. That's going to potentially stop Na'Vi, but they're going to flash through. Kiara's ahead of it, now spots D7. All the info is here for NIP.
Yeah, great utility from NIP on the fallback as well. They don't lose anyone. They drop the molly to slow it down. That's going to allow the rotations. Everything going by the plan on this 2-player hole, but running out of bullets, not going to matter. Kiara keeps her cool. Naomi comes in for a double, so double digits for NIP. 3 away from taking this series, and Na'Vi have a lot of work ahead of them.
Yeah, it's good to see that sort of everyone's arrived here for NIP. Another tech pause. I hope this one is just a quick fix. But yeah, you've got the twins leading the charge. AIM's done a brilliant job at anchoring down A. But this will be the investment. This will be VQ with the AWP, which is really important for Na'Vi. Where do you want to set her up? I think Na'Vi have been prodding and poking towards A lot. I think we've seen AIM get aggressive pretty consistently over there. I wouldn't mind VQ just going for a peek and trying to unsettle the A defense.
It's really important that Na'Vi keep their cool. I know how awful it must feel, right? That you're on boot camp and you feel like this is going to be the perfect moment for you to be together as a team. You have the edge, right? You have the advantage because of it. And then something outside of your control is impacting your abilities, and yeah, that's frustrating. I really do hope this is something that can be resolved quickly. To try moving about all the modems, plugging things into bins, various solutions. A 3rd player is purchased, so that's positive.
And a 4th.
Okay. Hanker, all eyes on you. No AWP, actually, surprisingly purchased.
Interesting.
Yeah, I kind of felt like that's where it was going with the amount of money kept.
I really set it up that she'd be on the AWP.
Yeah. Another B-Dog L.
Add it to the list, the ever-growing
the list.
collection of L's.
Yeah, it pales in comparison to your list of dubs, but, you know,
Thank you.
Got to keep you humble. Especially after how, like, big-headed you were yesterday.
Yes.
I feel like we really need to bring you down a peg.
Yeah, no, I
That was a little
understand.
much.
Yeah, it was all me.
Yeah.
All me. No one wasn't here yesterday. Go and watch
Who?
the broadcast.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, you don't have to. You don't have to. Don't. In fact, don't. That's better. It's unfortunate this is a slightly delay also South America. I'm very excited for MIBR versus Atrix. I know these are two teams I think both of us put a lot of stock into. I think what's cool about MIBR now is that you got Gabby, right? That's a huge addition. Replacing Furzy in that team, who I did rate a lot, I will say. But I do feel that Danny provides enough firepower and its experience that was maybe lacking a little. And Gabby comes in with plenty of firepower anyway. So I'm really excited to see how they go over this season. They won their first game 2-0 over Peak. That was pretty comprehensive, 13-7, 13-7. Whereas Atrix, I think we liked what we saw from them in terms of I think some of their initial games, but wasn't quite the season they hoped for last season. There's a lot of potential with just the players on that roster.
Yeah, I really like that Atrix team, and I think when you've got players like Marie, Bokor, Little Z, like they should be performing to a high level. The difficulty is for South America is there are two spots, sure, but one of them will always belong to Furia, the other one will always belong to Fluxo.
Yeah, it feels like how do you usurp them? I mean, you just need to beat them once. That's how you usurp them. So whenever that matchup comes through, you know, MIBR and Atrix versus either Fluxo or Furia, there's something interesting to be said. But both these teams have made changes this season, and both are pretty cool changes.